In the crowded mid-size three-row SUV market of 2026, families are often faced with a difficult decision. Choose more space and conventional power, or balance practicality with modern efficiency. Enter the 2026 Toyota Grand Highlander and the 2026 Honda Pilot, two of the most talked-about family SUVs du jour, each promising a complete package of seating, versatility, and comfort. But which one truly delivers for daily life, long road trips, school runs, and everything in between? The Grand Highlander arrives with a refreshed, larger footprint, modern powertrain options, including efficient hybrids, and a renewed commitment to comfort and cargo versatility. Meanwhile, the Pilot remains a stalwart of dependability with proven V6 performance, generous interior volume, and Honda's familiar ride characteristics. For prospective buyers juggling kids, groceries, luggage, and commutes, the question becomes, which SUV offers the best long-term balance of space, efficiency, comfort, and value? In this review, we'll dissect every meaningful aspect: powertrain, interior and space, ride and comfort, practicality, and ownership trade-offs, so you can decide which deserves to park in your driveway. Powertrain and performance. The 2026 Grand Highlander offers a modern, turbocharged 2.4-liter inline-4 engine delivering 265 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque, paired with an 8-speed automatic and available in both FWD and AWD layouts. This setup already gives the Grand Highlander a respectable balance of performance and efficiency compared to traditional V6 SUVs. More importantly, Toyota's broad powertrain strategy includes hybrid variants which significantly shift the equation toward better fuel economy and lower running costs. The 2026 Honda Pilot, on the other hand, sticks to a conventional 3.5-liter V6, producing around 285 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque, mated to a 10-speed automatic. This traditional setup offers confident throttle response and dependable torque for fully loaded trips or towing. When properly equipped, both SUVs can tow up to 5,000 pounds, putting them in the same league for trailers or small boat hauling if needed. However, where the Grand Highlander stands out is in fuel economy and versatility. Sources indicate that the Grand Highlander's Turbo 4 returns significantly better MPG figures than the Pilot's V6, and the hybrid version is clearly more efficient when driving in city or mixed conditions. For many families, lower fuel and operating costs and the flexibility of hybrid or gasoline make the Grand Highlander a more cost-effective daily driver over time. Interior space and versatility. Interior space is often the deciding factor for three-row SUV buyers. The Grand Highlander offers a generous seating and cargo configuration. Behind the third row, there's 20.6 cubic feet of storage. Fold the second and third rows, and the cargo volume expands considerably. With seating for 7 or 8, depending on configuration, the SUV can flex between passenger hauling and cargo heavy duties, a big plus for families hitting the road with luggage, sports gear, or groceries. The Pilot, meanwhile, remains competitive in space use. Passenger volume and cargo capacity are strong, and the interior layout is practical. In headroom and shoulder room, especially in the second row, the Pilot often feels roomy and accommodating for taller passengers or longer journeys. That said, the Grand Highlander's clever use of interior flexibility, combined with its modern configuration choices, gives it a slight edge in real-world versatility. For day-to-day family use, shifting between passenger hauling and cargo tasks, it adapts well without forcing you into compromises. Ride comfort, driving dynamics, and practicality. The Grand Highlander's suspension and chassis tuning aims for a smooth, composed ride. Many reviewers and owners highlight how it manages bumps, uneven roads, and full loads with relative composure, a must for family SUVs that carry kids, groceries, or luggage. On the Honda Pilot side, the V6 powertrain and 10-speed transmission give it a more familiar, confident driving feel, particularly when merging or overtaking with a full load. For drivers who prefer traditional SUV dynamics, solid throttle response, predictable handling under load, the Pilot remains very competitive. Practical daily usability also counts. Both SUVs offer typical family-friendly amenities: rear seat air conditioning, multiple seating configurations, easy access to third row, and flexible cargo arrangements. According to comparison data, both succeed here, though the Grand Highlander often wins slightly in cargo versatility and overall layout flexibility. Comfort levels differ slightly. The Pilot's larger interior volume can translate into more generous headroom and shoulder room in some seats, which might matter on long journeys or for taller occupants. But the Grand Highlander's modern ergonomics and updated cabin layout help mitigate its slightly smaller footprint. Ownership value, fuel economy, and trade-offs. Long-term value and fuel economy increasingly matter for SUV buyers, and here the Grand Highlander shows its strongest cards. Its Turbo 4 and, in many markets, hybrid options deliver better fuel efficiency and lower long-term running costs than the Pilot's V6 setup. Long-term versatility also counts. For buyers who switch between hauling passengers, cargo, and towing, or who want a reliable daily driver plus family hauler, the Grand Highlander's flexible configurations and powertrain choices offer more adaptability per dollar spent. Pilot, in contrast, carries the benefits of a tried-and-true V6 SUV: robust power delivery, predictability, and broad service coverage. For those who prioritize simplicity and conventional mechanics, that remains a valid path, but the fuel costs and lower flexibility are trade-offs to acknowledge. Potential downsides for the Grand Highlander may include somewhat smaller interior room compared to the Pilot in certain dimensions, especially for third-row passengers or larger adults, and the trade-off between turbo and hybrid efficiency versus outright V6 smoothness under heavy load. The Pilot's trade-off is its thirstier engine and heavier gas consumption, especially on city or mixed driving cycles. For families seeking a modern, flexible, and efficient three-row SUV, the 2026 Grand Highlander emerges as a very compelling option, perhaps the better choice overall for those valuing versatility, fuel efficiency, and long-term practicality. Its combination of configurable seating, generous cargo space, flexible powertrains, including efficient Turbo 4 or hybrid, and composed ride quality make it a highly adaptable vehicle for daily life, school runs, road trips, or cargo-heavy tasks. Conversely, the 2026 Honda Pilot remains a strong contender for those who prefer traditional V6 performance, proven reliability, and a spacious and familiar cabin layout, especially valuable for buyers who prioritize engine responsiveness under load, or regularly tow, carry heavy loads, or transport multiple adults on longer journeys. If you want an SUV that evolves with your needs, from weekday errands to family vacations, the Grand Highlander offers a balanced, future-proof package. If you prefer a straightforward, no-frills, proven SUV with a strong V6 heart, the Pilot still earns respect. In short, for most modern families, the Grand Highlander is the smarter, more versatile solution. But the Pilot remains a solid option for those who value traditional SUV strengths. If you find this comparison useful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll keep bringing in-depth SUV reviews, buyer guidance, and real-world comparisons to help you make the right choice.